Welcome to Organica. Simple tips to learn carbonyl compounds. Please follow our Insta page Organica Educations. Welcome to Organica. So this is part 3 in carbonyl compounds, that is aldehydes and ketones unit. So this video helps you a lot because in this video I am going to explain the types of questions in the EAMCET. Okay, so here I am not giving any introduction to the carbonyl compounds because you are well known about carbonyl compounds. So just straightforwardly I am entering into the topic. So what is a ketone, aldehyde, everything you know. So that's we are entering into the topic and the types of questions asked in the EAMCET. So here carbonyl compounds. Carbonyl compounds means carbonyl group. So this is C double bond O group and it is attached with two different groups. So here, so this is carbonyl group. So if a carbonyl group containing an alkyl group and a hydrogen, then it is known as an aldehyde. If a carbonyl group is attached with two alkyl groups, then it is known as ketone. So here the special case in aldehyde, that is in the place of R, if H is substituted, then HCHO, then it is known as formaldehyde. So this is a starting aldehyde in the aldehyde family. So from the previous papers, questions are mostly coming from chemical properties and lab tests. How do you distinguish an aldehyde and a ketone, and what is the product formed when the carbonyl compound react with the reagent, and condensation reaction. There are so many. So that's why we have to most care must be taken while preparing the chemical properties. So here chemical properties, it is very easy tip. I am explaining easy tips to remember the chemical properties. So here attacking by ions and elimination of the water. So for example, if HCN, that is hydrogen cyanide, NaHSO3, in these two cases, what happens is H plus and Cn minus. So as the electronegativity of oxygen is more, the electrons are attracted towards oxygen. So that's why oxygen gets negative charge and hydrogen attacks at oxygen and cyano group at the carbonyl group. So then we get C, H, H, OH and Cn. So that's why the formed product is known as cyanohydrin. Okay. So in the EAMCET, what is the product formed? What is the name of the product formed when carbonyl compounds reacts with HCN? So the formed product is cyanohydrins. Okay. And next one is NaHSO3, sodium bisulfite. In this case also, oxygen, the hydrogen goes to oxygen and SO3 and Na+. So the formed product is sodium bisulfite. So in these two cases, so we have to అంటే ఇక్కడ మనం ఏం చేయాలన్నమాట, అయాన్స్ గురించి ఎక్కువ కాన్సన్ట్రేషన్ చేయాలి. నెగిటివ్ అయాన్ దగ్గరికి పాజిటివ్ వెళ్తుంది. సో కాబట్టి O- దగ్గర హైడ్రోజన్ వెళ్ళడం వల్ల ఇది OH గా కన్వర్ట్ అయిందనమాట. సో ఇలా హైడ్రోజన్ సైనైడ్ తో కార్బonyl కాంపౌండ్స్ రియాక్ట్ అవ్వడం వల్ల వచ్చిన ప్రొడక్ట్ ఏమంటాము అంటే సైనోహైడ్రిన్స్ అంటాం. ఓకే, అలాగే ఇప్పుడు NaHSO3 తోటి మనం రియాక్ట్ అయినప్పుడు ఫామ్ అయ్యేది ఏంటి అంటే సోడియం బైసల్ఫైట్. సో ఇక్కడ మనకి గుర్తుపెట్టుకోవాల్సిన టిప్ ఏంటి అంటే cyno. So kabatti cyanohydrins. So if we react acetaldehyde with HCN, then we get acetaldehyde cyanohydrin. If acetone reacts with HCN, then we get acetone cyanohydrin. Okay, so whatever it may be, carbonyl compounds when react with HCN, then we get cyanohydrins. So here sodium bisulfite compound is formed. So here ammonia, hydroxylamine, hydrazine, phenylhydrazine and 2,4-DNP. So these are all various reagents, but the common one is elimination of water molecule. So here in all these cases just we eliminating the water molecule and getting the product. So it's very easy to remember. కానీ మనకు తెలియాల్సిన విషయం ఏంటి అంటే we have to know the structure. Hydroxylamine, hydroxyl means OH group. So NH2 means amino group. So కాబట్టి దీన్ని ఎట్లా అంటామండి, hydroxylamine. So whenever carbonyl compounds reacts with hydroxylamine, then water molecule is eliminated, then we get oximes. సో ఇది వీడు అలాగే అడుగుతున్నాడండి, ఆక్సైమ్స్ అనేవి ఎప్పుడు ఫామ్ అవుతాయి అని. సో కార్బనైల్ కాంపౌండ్స్ హైడ్రాక్సిల్ ఎమీన్ తో రియాక్ట్ అయినప్పుడు ఫామ్ అయ్యేట్లు ఆక్సైమ్స్ అంటారు. సో దిస్ ఇస్ వన్ ఆఫ్ ద ఇంపార్టెంట్ రియాక్షన్ వీ హ్యావ్ టు రిమెంబర్. నెక్స్ట్ హైడ్రజీన్, కాబట్టి హైడ్రజోన్, ఫినైల్ హైడ్రజీన్, ఫినైల్ హైడ్రజోన్, 2,4-DNP, whatever the length of the structure, length of the reagent, you have to remember the structure easily. Hydroxylamine, so hydroxyl means OH, amine means NH2, so hydroxylamine. When carbonyl compounds reacts with hydroxylamine, then we get oximes. So the remaining are very easy. NH2 means hydrazine, hydrazine, so the product is hydrazone. If any one hydrogen, if you know the structure of hydrazine, you can remember the 4 structures easily. So NH2 is known as hydrazine. If one of the hydrogen is replaced with C6H5, that is phenyl group, then it is known as phenyl hydrazine. Okay, so hydrazine, NH2, NH. In place of one hydrogen, we are adding a C6H5 phenyl group. So the name of the compound is phenyl hydrazine. The formed product is phenyl hydrazone. So in this case, 2,4-DNP, 2,4-dinitrophenyl hydrazine. Okay, so NH2, just like in before, NH. So this is 1, 2, second position 2, NO2, 3, 4, 4 NO2. So that's why 2,4-dinitrophenyl, phenyl group. The nitro groups are substituted in the phenyl group. So phenyl hydrazine. So the name of the compound is, in short, it is called as 2,4-DNP. Okay, so that's why again water molecule is eliminated from it. C double bond NNH, 1O2 groups are formed. So 2,4-dinitrophenyl hydrazone is formed. Okay, so this is one of the lab test also. You can easily identify the presence of carbonyl group by adding this reagent. So both aldehydes and ketones responds with the 2,4-DNP. So when we test the carbonyl compound in the lab, it gives positive test with 2,4-DNP. Okay, so that's why it is very most important lab test also to identify the presence of carbonyl compounds. And next one is, it is carbazone, NH2, NH. One hydrogen is replaced with CONH2. In this case also water molecule is eliminated, then we get semicarbazone. Okay, so that is the difference in between the various reagents. HCN means, in this case, the positive ions are going to negative, and negative ions are negative goes to positive side. So that's why HCN gives cyanohydrin. Okay, sodium bisulfite. So ikkada ammonia, ammonia is reacting with acetaldehyde, so that's why acetaldehyde ammonia. Or if it reacts with acetone ammonia. Okay, so hydroxylamine, hydrazine, phenyl hydrazine. Phenyl group means, in short, you can write a C6H5, or you can write the benzene nucleus and a bond like this. Okay, phenyl hydrazine on, 2,4-DNP, 2,4-dinitrophenyl hydrazone. Semicarbazide, carbazone. So like this way, it is very easily we can easily remember all those reagents and the products. But so this this is somewhat difficulty, so that's why it's very important to remember. When carbonyl compounds reacts with hydroxylamine, it gives oximes. Okay, and next one is acetols and hemiacetols formation. So if we treat with a ketone, it gives ketols and hemicetols. Okay, and next one is RMGX. So this is also a very most important reaction. So here, this is HCHO. HCHO. It is written as C double bond OH. So this is known as Grignard reagent. RMGX means Grignard reagent, you know well. Grignard reagent. Alkyl magnesium halides. So here, so again O minus, R minus, the Mg plus. So MgX goes towards O and R goes towards carbon. So that's why C, H, OMGX and R. So when we hydrolyze it, HOH. So that's why we get alcohols. So here, this is HCHO, formaldehyde. Formaldehyde, on treating with alkyl magnesium halide, it gives primary alcohol. Why it is called as primary alcohol? It consists of only one alkyl group. And alcoholic functional group is present. So that's why it is known as primary alcohol. And next one is higher aldehyde. Higher aldehydes reacts with RMGX. It gives secondary alcohol. The same mechanism takes place here. So, but it consists of two alkyl groups. So, it is known as secondary alcohol. So, ketones react with Grignard reagent to give tertiary alcohol. Why? Because it consists of three alkyl groups. So, in short, lower aldehydes gives primary alcohol, higher aldehydes gives secondary alcohol, ketones give tertiary alcohol. Whatever it may be, carbonyl compounds reacts with RMGX to form alcohol. That is confirm. Carbonyl compounds gives alcohols. On treating with RMGX. In this way also you can remember the equation. Secondary alcohol eppudu form avutundi ante higher aldehydes reacts with RMGX to form a secondary alcohol. Like this way we can distinguish the reaction with Grignard reagent. And next one is reactivity of alpha hydrogens. So this is very most important question, comes from in MSET. Okay. So there are two types. Actually there are so many, but Cannizzaro reaction and aldol condensation are given in your syllabus. So here reactivity of alpha hydrogen. As we said before, the carbon which is attached to the carbonyl group, the hydrogen present, and that is this is functional group. This is the carbon attached to it. This hydrogen is known as alpha hydrogen. So here reactivity of alpha hydrogen. So here Cannizzaro reaction is a reaction which explains when the alpha hydrogens are absent. That means when there is no alpha hydrogens. But aldol condensation is a condensation containing the alpha hydrogen. You can easily remember the equation. No, there is no confusion at all. AP, Andhra Pradesh. ఇక్కడ ఏంటి మన కెమిస్ట్రీలో A for aldol, P for presence of alpha hydrogen, AP alpha. Aldol condensation means presence of alpha. This is CA, a course. Cannizzaro reaction, absence of alpha hydrogen. That's all. You can remember in that way also. So here, which carbonyl compound undergo Cannizzaro reaction? So adi manaki MSET lo adige vishayam andi. So ikkada, for example, if we take this is our carbonyl group. If it is attached with two alkyl groups like this is known as ketone. So whereas if a carbonyl group is attached with one hydrogen and another one also hydrogen, then it is known as a formaldehyde. So here there is no carbon here. So that's why the hydrogen is present at alpha position, but it is not said to be a alpha hydrogen. So CH3 C double bond OH. In this case, it consists of alpha hydrogen. So that means Cannizzaro reaction is not applicable for ketones and higher aldehydes. It only applicable for formaldehyde. So this is అలాగా మనం చెప్తాం అన్నమాట. Aldehydes which have no alpha hydrogens undergo, and ketones doesn't undergo this reaction. Aldehydes లో ఎవరు undergo అంటే higher aldehydes. Aldehydes which have no alpha hydrogens undergo disproportionation when heating with concentrated NaOH. So here two aldehydes are used. One aldehyde is converted into carboxylic acid and another half is converted into alcohol. So that's why this is known as a disproportionation reaction. So this is our reaction. This is formaldehyde HCHO plus NaOH. Then it is converted into half part is reduced to carboxylic acid and another part is reduced to alcohol. So CH3OH and another part is HCOO minus Na plus. So it is known as sodium formate. So this is our Cannizzaro reaction. Okay. So in short, Cannizzaro reaction means Ca alpha. Ca alpha is a code to remember the Cannizzaro reaction. Cannizzaro reaction takes place in absence of alpha protons. Okay, only formaldehyde follow this mechanism. Half part is converted into carboxylic acid and half part is converted into alcohol. Two compounds are formed with Cannizzaro reaction. And another one reaction is aldol condensation. Aldol condensation means AP alpha. Aldol takes place presence of alpha hydrogen. Alpha hydrogen here the reaction takes place in between. Aldehydes containing first condition is alpha hydrogen. Second one is in presence of a base. Condensation between two aldehydes or two ketones. Two aldehydes మధ్య జరగచ్చు లేదా two ketones మధ్య జరగచ్చు. దాన్ని మనం aldol అంటాం. Aldol, ol means alcoholic group. ALD means aldehyde. So that means the formed product consists of an aldehyde group and also an alcoholic group. So that's why it is in short is called as aldol. So here, if the condensation takes place in between two different aldehydes or ketones, then it is called as cross-aldol condensation. If condensation takes place in between two different aldehydes and ketones, is known as cross-aldol condensation. Here, two molecules of aldehyde molecules are taken, and those are takes place in presence of a base, so that we get an aldehyde. So you know well about the mechanism. So first take up the aldehyde and converting into a carbanion and attacking that carbanion into the second molecule, then we get the product. So but that time is not there for MSAT. Why? Because the time is very less. So directly we have to write the product. So for that sake there is a tip. So here we are taking acetaldehyde. So that's a one molecule of acetaldehyde, CH3. Okay, and next OH, H. Okay, CH3, CHOH, and remaining part is another molecule, that is it is converted into CH2 CHO. Okay, right? So here CH3 CHOH and another one is converted into CH2 CHO. So here an aldehyde functional group is there and OH alcoholic functional group is there. So that's why it is an aldol. So other name ఎలా రాస్తాము అంటే this is our functional group. So we have to give the first number to this carbon, second number, and this is third carbon. Third carbon దగ్గర ఎవరు ఉన్నారు? hydroxy group ఉంది. So that's why 3-hydroxy. How many number of carbon atoms are there? 4 number of carbon atoms are there. Bute, single bonds are there. AN, aldehyde functional group is there. So all. So other name of this product is 3-hydroxybutanol. Okay. So like this way, we can write the product directly. And if it is takes place in presence of a BaOH twice, ketones give that type of product. So here ketones, CH3, C double bond is converted as OH, CH3, and remaining ketone is converted as CH2, CO, CH3, right? So this is called as a diacetone alcohol. Diacetone alcohol. So when acetone is treated with HCl, we get mesitile oxide and phoron. So it is rarely asked. Okay. When it reacts with a base, then we get an aldol. But when acetone is treated with an acid, then we get mesitile oxide and phoron are formed. Okay. And this is about Cannizzaro reaction and aldol condensation. So and then go for reduction to hydrocarbons. Hydrocarbons means alkanes. So it is very most important one and very simplest one also. So here reduction means addition of hydrogen. So here we are adding hydrogen to carbonyl compounds. So this is our common carbonyl compound. The name of the compound is acetaldehyde. Okay. So here there are two reagents. This is zinc amalgam. Amalgam means mercury. When zinc is amalgamated, means zinc amalgam, then when it treated with HCl, then it is called as zinc amalgam in presence of HCl. Whereas another reagent is hydrazine in presence of KOH. So hydrazine in presence of KOH. When we heat, then what happens? Acetaldehyde is converted into ethane. In the second case also acetaldehyde is converted into ethane. Okay, right? A hydrocarbon is formed. So what is the difference is, here acetaldehyde is converted into ethane in presence of zinc amalgam in presence of HCl, whereas this case zinc amalgam, in this case aldehyde is converted into hydrazine and KOH. So it is called, then we get ethane. So we can easily remember, when acetaldehyde is converted into ethane in presence of zinc amalgam and HCl, that reduction is known as Clemmensen reduction, whereas in the other case is known as Wolff-Kishner reduction.
In the both cases reduction takes place. So but the name of the reduction differs. So అదే మనకు ఎగ్జామ్ లో అడుగుతాడు. జింక్ అమాల్గమ్ ఇన్ HCl is Clemenson Wolff-Kirschner. There is no confusion at all. CZs. You know well, CZs. మనం జ్యువెలరీ షాప్ లో వింటా ఉంటాం ఈ మాట, CZs. అది ఇది CZ అయ్యింది. CZs జింక్ అమాల్గమ్, CZs అంటే క్లీమెన్సన్ రిడక్షన్ ఇన్ ప్రెసెన్స్ ఆఫ్ జింక్ అమాల్గమ్. ఓకే, జింక్ అమాల్గమ్ క్లీమెన్సన్ అయ్యింది అంటే హైడ్రోజన్ దేనిదవుతుంది, Wolff-Kirschner రిడక్షన్ అవుతుంది. సో దట్స్ వై బై remembering this code, it's very useful, it's very helpful to distinguish the two reductions easily. Okay, reduction to hydrocarbons. In Clemenson reduction, in Wolff-Kirschner reduction, carbonyl compounds are converted into hydrocarbons. The reagents are different. So zinc amalgam in HCl, then it is called as Clemenson reduction. Okay. So these are the reactions in this video. So we continue in the next video. Thanks for watching. Subscribe our channel. So press bell icon. Encourage our channel.